Anyway, you haven't noticed, by the way, I've been struggling to get a video done for this because, sometimes you want to do something and you can't do it because you've got other things to do at the same time, or had to wait for something, or you had to do something before that. Today it's been waiting because I want to do a video about the 50th anniversary of Aardman, but I can't do it also because I'm doing it now, ish. But I'm not doing it before because either I didn't know about it, or today I was going to do it and I'm still doing it now. But you know what I mean. But anyway, thank you much for the 459 subscribers, isn't it? Thank you much for that. I really appreciate that. I got nothing. Let's get into the video. You can't know what the video is all about. It's basically just the BBC News talking about because we're British at the end of the day, aren't we? Sorry, I can't speak, can I? I can't speak anymore. That's the worrying thing. But anyway, so I got nothing. So let's get into it. When this chair works. Oh. Anyway, so I like Wallace and Gromit. Not that much, but I do like it. I think I'm more into Morph or Shaun the Sheep or whatever. I'm not really into Wallace and Gromit that often. I appreciate their work. I really do. But I just feel like, ugh. But never mind. So, to be fair, I had VHS of, A Grand Day Out and other major episodes of theirs on VHS. So I do know all that. I haven't got them now because they're probably whatever. But I know I have Cracking Inventions or wherever the one with the cooking machine exploded and stuff like that. I know what they all about, okay? I can't speak. But anyway, so you know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you want to say something but you can't say it. That's me all the time. Because my brain doesn't catch up on what I want to say. Sorry. So, it's disgusting. Disgusting? Disgraceful, actually, not disgusting. It's just that I can't speak anymore. It's quite strange and bizistic. Bizistic? Is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway, back to the programme. I'm going to see or watch this video about that people say, oh, it's Aardman, it's going to be the 50th anniversary. Gosh. Yeah, okay. So, let's get... Oh, by the way, so far, today, it's supposed to be boiling hot for me. But it's not for me, but where I live, for me. That's all for me, you know what I mean? And it's supposed to be really hot, but I don't think it's that hot today. I'm recording this on the 23rd of June, so I know the time's going quickly, isn't it? For me anyway. And it's nearly the 7th month in the year, and I feel like, where's the time gone, you know what I mean? But anyway, back to this video. It's not a hot, even though you're watching this on a Friday. I'm making this on a, Tuesday-ish. And yeah, I got nothing. Let's get into it.
Now, Wallace and Gromit are helping to celebrate 50 years of Britain's world-famous Aardman animations with a brand new exhibition of original models, sketches and behind-the-scenes secrets. It is a celebration of 5 decades of British creativity, ingenuity and, of course, a few cracking inventions. Here's our reporter, Fiona Lambdin.
Are we sitting comfortably?
Rain.
For 50 years, Aardman has filled our screens with unforgettable characters. A little bit of plasticine magic. It all began in the 1970s, when two school friends started to experiment with animation.
I'm on my way!
My father had a wind-up cine camera. And I said, why don't we get that out the cupboard and set it up and just play around on the kitchen table?
Soon they discovered plasticine. And in 1977, Aardman's first star was born.
Mess. You know, when I think that when we started out, there was Dave and me, and we had the modelling clay and the 16mm camera. That was the whole company. It's just quite amazing how the whole business has sort of grown from him.
Every way that you position a body tells the audience something. So in this case, he's standing quite proud with his hands on his hips. We take one picture, we call that a frame. It's a terribly laborious process, but the end result is really worthwhile.
A few years later, a young animation student from Preston arrived, bringing with him two characters who'd change everything.
I was thinking he may have a pet, probably a cat. Started drawing a cat, but as soon as I started making the clay model, a dog just was easier to make.
We'll go somewhere where there's cheese.
And to celebrate 5 decades of clay, some of their history is on display at their hometown in Bristol.
These are all Wallace's facial expressions. The animators swap in the different mouthpieces. So for him to say cheese, ch-ease.
And it wasn't long before Wallace and Gromit were collecting Hollywood's biggest prize.
And the Oscar goes to...
Thank you. Oh, I don't believe it. I'd just like to thank company directors. Thank you. Bye-bye.
What we have here is something really special. It's a little feathers in a bottle, just coming out of its precious box. It's got some weight to it. And isn't that wonderful?
With the Oscars on the shelf, Aardman took on its biggest challenge yet, its first feature film.
Chicken escapes from Tweedy's farm.
Now we're in Fowler's Hut. Chicken Run was Aardman's first feature film, released in 2000, which really put them on the map. Sadly, this is one of the only remaining sets from the film, as the rest were destroyed in a fire.
5 years later, Wallace and Gromit were back in their first feature-length adventure.
Aardman loved to take inspiration from real-life places, and Tottington Hall is based on Montacute House down in Somerset, and waiting on her front lawn is Lady Tottington. She's just working out the giant veg competition.
And just 3 years later came A Matter of Loaf and Death.
Fill her up, lad.
This scene is a kitchen scene from Aardman's 5th film, Wallace and Gromit: A Matter of Loaf and Death. You can see the kind of dirty cheese grater, the pots, the colander. You can see the little vegetable trolley, which fascinates me because who has a vegetable trolley? And you can see all the detail, like the little jam pot. Right at the back, there's a notice board that says, "Love life, love bread." And I just think, you know, most people can relate to that.
7 years later, another familiar face stepped back into the spotlight.
This is Shaun the Sheep, the movie in 2015. So much detail.
There's so much detail. One of my favourite things about this set is the arches that are in the background of it are based on the arches at Temple Meads train station, so it's another lovely link to Bristol. Yeah. And also, it's so gritty. This has a little bit of edge to it. Rusty barbed wire over on the far side.
Corrugated iron.
Corrugated iron. You've got bin bags of rubbish. You've got these two farmyard animals that are kind of landed in this kind of urban, slightly alien for them landscape.
Warming themselves by the fire.
Warming themselves by the trash fire, yeah.
And the celebrations don't stop at the museum.
The main thing we're doing here is celebrating Aardman and 50 years of Aardman and all of the music that Aardman has brought to us. So one of the things I have to do is watch the film very closely and fit the music to what people are seeing on the screen.
It's silly, but it's funny, and it never fails to make us laugh and smile, Wallace and Gromit.
What it reminded me of is the power of the British creative media in a time of AI and everything being generated by computers, to think people in Bristol actually put their fingers on that clay reminds you of how wonderful the world is and British creativity is.
50 years on, and they're still proving that sometimes the simplest ideas leave the biggest impression. Fiona Lambdin, BBC News.
I watched a video last night for me on Monday for me, so I know what it's all about. Practically, I can't remember it all, but I know what it's all about really. And even though they made it on the 1977 or something that with Morph in that TV show that I would not remember now. But anyway, so that came out in 1977, but the actual production of whatever it might be came out in 76. Yeah, 76. But yeah, I got nothing. Practically that's it. That's just it. Sometimes you want to say something, but you can't say it because your brain doesn't pick up on what. I know I said that already, but I'm just saying it. I just can't stand it anymore. When my brain doesn't catch up on what I want to say, it's just pathetic. Really. But yeah, hope you had a good day, everybody. I know that people appreciate my work and stuff like that. By the way, it's turning into a topic review show, actually, not a Wallace and Gromit reaction video or whatever it might be, or Aardman video. It's really, really, really annoying. I can't speak, but you know what I mean. So it's turning into more like a review show, not like a flipping Aardman review anniversary thing. But anyway, so I want to do in the future, because I make CDs not for a living, but I would make CDs like a combination. I'm not supposed to say this because I'll probably get in trouble by this, but I don't really get into trouble because I'm not selling it to anybody. I am not selling it to anybody, by the way. But I'm just saying I make CDs and I want to make CDs on my home Marge? No, I want to make my home entertainment videos on home media. I don't know how that works, but okay. So I'm doing different sort of creative stuff. Creative Craig, who's going to go to a music college in September. Duh. But yeah, so that's why I'm not going to do my videos that much this year, because I'm practically just doing other things this year that I told you I'm going to do something to do in music this year. But it hasn't happened yet until September. That's not that far away, actually, but never mind. But anyway, I like Wallace and Gromit. Not that much, but I do. Morph, I like. Morph, you can't hear me. Morph. And, we call it Shaun the Sheep. What else is there? I don't know. I don't know much about Aardman and that shit. I do know practically a lot about Aardman, but I can't remember what all the characters are because my brain doesn't work. I'm not going at you. I know I sound like I'm going at you, but I'm not going at you because I'm going at myself because my brain doesn't work anymore. But anyway, so thank you much for the subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm not shouting at you guys. Well, I am shouting at you, but I don't mean to shout at you. I mean to shout to myself because I can't stand myself anymore when I can't speak, and it really cheeses me off. So yeah. But anyway, I like Aardman. I like the effects of stop motion and stuff like that. I really did want to do stop motion some years ago, or years ago actually, and I never got around to do it, and now I just do reacting review videos, and now I do music as well, so it doesn't really happen to do me stop motion, do I? So yeah, so I understand where, what's his name, Nick Park is coming from, want to do stop motion. It's hard work, I know, because everything's hard work, I know, but I'm just saying that is practically hard work for doing filming, because it's just clay, isn't it, or plasticine or something. But anyway, so thank you much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you had a good one. And yeah, bye. Bye? Bye. Food. Sorry. No, bye. say goodbye. That's all. Bye. I can't speak anymore. You know what I'm on about. I'm not, because my brain doesn't work. Not very much. It doesn't. See ya.